Prepare yourself for a journey to a realm untouched by time, a sanctuary of ancient customs and breathtaking natural beauty. Today, we're whisking you away to Bhutan, a land where women can have several husbands, yet another aspect of the country's wonderfully unconventional culture. Buckle up because you're about to discover 15 mind-blowing facts about Bhutan, this most exceptional of Asian nations. Fact number 15, Bhutan, the land of the thunder dragon, a hidden Himalayan jewel. Nestled amidst the towering peaks of the Himalayas, Bhutan is a mystical kingdom where time seems to stand still, a world apart from the hustle and bustle of modern life. Located between India and China, this small yet utterly captivating realm encompasses an area of roughly 38,394 square kilometers, which is comparable to that of the US state of Maryland. Locals lovingly refer to their homeland as Druk Yul, which translates to Land of the Thunder Dragon in the local language. The name stems from the violent thunderstorms that regularly sweep down from the mountainous heights, drenching unwary travelers in torrential rain and echoing through the valleys like the roar of a mythical beast. Despite its modest size, Bhutan boasts an extraordinary range of climatic zones, from the subtropical valleys in the south to the perpetually snow-capped icy peaks in the north. However, what truly sets Bhutan apart from all other nations is its unwavering and unparalleled commitment to environmental preservation. Bhutan proudly holds the distinction of being the world's only carbon-negative country, absorbing more carbon dioxide than it emits into the atmosphere. Its forests, encompassing over 72% of its total landmass, act as a vital green lung for our planet, a testament to the country's dedication to environmental stewardship. The national flag of Bhutan beautifully encapsulates the spirit of the country, depicting a resplendent white dragon clutching a precious jewel in its claws, symbols of harmony and prosperity. The population of Bhutan numbers around 800,000 people, a figure smaller than that of San Francisco. This population is ethnically diverse, comprised of three primary groups, the Ngalop, the Sharchop, and the Lhotshampa. Despite Bhutan's remoteness, English is widely spoken alongside the official language, Dzongkha, making communication for international visitors surprisingly straightforward and enjoyable. Bhutan is often celebrated as the happiest country in the world, an accolade rooted in its deeply ingrained Buddhist culture and emphasis on peaceful living. Spirituality permeates every aspect of daily life, shaping the nation's unique philosophy, Gross National Happiness, G&H, which prioritizes the holistic well-being of its citizens above mere economic growth. Number 14, is Bhutan truly the happiest country on Earth? Can a tiny nation with modest income levels and lingering rates of illiteracy genuinely lay claim to the title of happiest country in the world? Bhutan boldly demonstrates that happiness isn't contingent on material wealth, but rather on deeply held values and a specific way of life. Nestled amidst the picturesque Himalayas, this enchanting kingdom measures its success not in terms of gross domestic product, GDP, but by gross national happiness, GNH, a unique and unparalleled philosophy that is as admirable as it is innovative. Here, people coexist harmoniously with the natural world, breathing air so pure that it's absent from virtually every industrialized city on the planet. With more than 72% of its territory blanketed in lush forests, Bhutan remains one of the Earth's last truly unspoiled havens of green. Studies have shown that the stunning mountainous landscapes and profound sense of national pride contribute significantly to the well-being of the Bhutanese people. The majority of Bhutan's residents practice Buddhism, adhering to the core principles of compassion and karma. This promotes an astonishingly peaceful society, virtually devoid of crime and marked by tranquility. Social hierarchy is so minimal that a prince might casually join a game of football with village children, all as equals. This pervasive sense of harmony makes Bhutan not merely a beautiful destination for tourists, but a genuinely serene and happy country, a beacon of hope in a world often driven by greed and ambition. Number 13. In Bhutan, men can have multiple wives, and women can too. It might come as a surprise, but in Bhutan, the self-proclaimed happiest country in the world, both polygyny, where men have multiple wives, and polyandry, where women have multiple husbands, are not only socially accepted, but legally recognized. This isn't merely a historical quirk, it remains an active aspect of Bhutanese society. Moreover, this right is not just for men. Women, too, can enter into unions with multiple husbands. In Bhutanese culture, women in marriage enjoy significant rights and protections. A woman may choose to marry multiple men, although official documents will only list the first husband. Regardless of how many husbands she may have, she remains the head of the family. Typically after the wedding, the husband or husbands moves into the wife's home. In the event of a divorce, it's the husband who is obligated to provide financial compensation to his former spouse. Women in Bhutan enjoy a high social standing and command widespread respect. It's not uncommon to encounter confident, cheerful Bhutanese women chatting animatedly on the streets late into the evening. No one restricts their personal freedom. Their beauty isn't dependent on expensive designer brands or extravagant jewelry and doesn't come off of magazines. Their true allure stems from an inner sense of independence, a joy for life, and a feeling of genuine liberation. These qualities leave a lasting impression on both locals and visitors alike. However, if you're already fantasizing about marrying a Bhutanese woman, hold your horses. The country fiercely safeguards its unique traditions, making it incredibly difficult for foreigners to marry locals. Want to know why? Leave the digit 4 in the comments and we'll divulge all the details. Number 12, the enchanting love story of Bhutan's king and queen. Bhutan's king, Jigme Khesar Namgyel Wangchuk, inspires not only with his wise leadership, but also with his extraordinary love story with Queen Jetsun Pema, the youngest queen on the planet. Their marriage, celebrated with a traditional Buddhist ceremony, captured global media attention with its beauty and profound harmony, proving that true love transcends time and convention. While Bhutanese tradition permits polygamy, King Jigme publicly vowed to have only one wife, his beloved Jetsun Pema. His unwavering devotion has transformed them into a national symbol of love and faithfulness. Their journey began with a serendipitous meeting when Jetsun Pema was just 7 years old. She approached the 17-year-old prince with childlike glee, embracing him and declaring that she would one day become his wife. Despite her tender age, her sincerity left a lasting mark on their destinies, a story that is more moving with each passing year. What do you think about this royal love story? If you enjoyed this fun fact, put a like on the video and show some love to number 7 in the comments. Number 11, getting to Bhutan isn't a walk in the park. Nestled deep within the Himalayan mountain range, Bhutan is a land shrouded in isolation, a hidden gem for those daring enough to seek it out. Journeying there demands meticulous planning and careful preparation. The nation boasts only one international airport, Paro Airport, situated 35 kilometers from the capital city of Thimphu. Paro is known for its incredibly short runway and challenging location, surrounded by towering mountains. Only a select group of specially trained pilots are certified to land there, transforming every flight to Bhutan into a rare and unforgettable experience. Aside from air travel, entry into Bhutan via land is only possible through 3 border crossings with India. The most popular route leads from the Indian town of Phuent Choling to Thimphu, offering travelers breathtaking views of the majestic Himalayas. This in itself provides another reminder of Bhutan's commitment to preserving its cultural identity and pristine natural environment. To maintain its unspoiled landscapes and spiritual traditions, tourism is rigorously regulated, a strategy that benefits everyone in the long run. Independent travel is strictly prohibited. All tourists are required to book their trips through officially approved tour operators. Furthermore, all international travelers must pay a Sustainable Development Fee, SDF, of $100 per night. This fee covers accommodation, a certified guide, and various other services. This approach, high value, low impact, enables Bhutan to sustain its untouched beauty, simultaneously funding conservation efforts and safeguarding its cultural treasures. Number 10, Bhutan, the only country in the world without traffic lights. Imagine a country where you will find no traffic lights. Welcome to Bhutan, a nation where roads are organized in a completely different fashion. Instead of automated signals, the flow of traffic is directed by specially trained traffic inspectors standing proudly in the middle of intersections and managing the movement of vehicles with graceful hand gestures. The capital city of Thimphu once experimented with introducing traffic lights. However, the devices were dismantled a mere 24 hours after installation. Locals found the human touch of traffic controllers far more personable and preferable than cold, impersonal machines. To the Bhutanese people, this direct interaction is more than a matter of convenience. It embodies vital societal values, connection, tradition, and a collective sense of community. Number 9. In Bhutan, refusing food the first time is a sign of good manners. One of the most peculiar customs in Bhutan is the polite rejection of food upon its initial offering. If you are extended a treat, it's considered courteous to first decline, uttering the word meishu, meishu, or no, no, while gently covering your mouth with your hand. Rest assured that there are more than enough treats to go around. Don't worry, after a couple of polite refusals, you may gratefully accept the offered dish. This custom reveals Bhutanese values of respect and modesty. Unlike some Western cultures, where declining an offer can be seen as rude, in Bhutan it's considered a sign of good breeding and social harmony. Number 8. Fast food, not here. Can you envision a country without a single McDonald's, Starbucks, or any other global fast food chain? This is Bhutan, one of the very few places on Earth that hasn't been infiltrated by transnational brands. According to local entrepreneur Choki Wangchuk, the lack of fast food establishments in Bhutan isn't due to outright bans, but rather simple economics. Bhutan's population hovers around 800,000 people, a market far too small to sustain the profitability of such mega corporations. Even if they were to set up shop, local demand would likely be so low that these restaurants would be forced to close within a matter of months. Unlike many corners of the globe, where mindless consumerism has become the norm, the Bhutanese prioritize happiness, inner peace, and a deep connection with nature above all else. There is no rush for fast food, no draw to crowded stores. What truly matters is living in harmony with traditions and the surrounding world. Number 7. Free healthcare for all citizens. In Bhutan, every citizen has access to free medical care. The government covers all costs, from routine checkups to complex surgical procedures. Patients are also given the option to choose between modern medical practices and traditional Bhutanese treatments. If specialized care is needed abroad, the government will even cover travel and treatment expenses. In contrast to countries like the United States or many nations in Europe, where private healthcare comes at a premium, Bhutan lacks any private hospitals or clinics. Its entire healthcare system is public, guaranteeing equal access to quality services for all residents, regardless of whether they live in remote mountain villages or bustling city centers. This approach underscores Bhutan's unique societal philosophy. Caring for the well-being of its people is deemed more important than amassing wealth. A refreshing and much-needed change of pace from what we have come to expect in our modern world. Number 6. A world without online banking. If you are under the impression that every developed nation on Earth offers convenient online banking services, think again. In Bhutan, you won't find a single bank that offers the option to open an account via the internet. Every transaction requires a personal visit to the branch. Unlike the United States or Europe, where banking services are available with just a few clicks, residents of Bhutan must physically trek to a branch even for something as simple as opening an account or transferring funds. Even scheduling an appointment requires a phone call or a face-to-face meeting, as online scheduling is practically unheard of. In a world racing headlong toward digitization, Bhutan remains a tranquil oasis, living at its own pace far removed from the relentless demands of modern technology. Number 5. Vibrant and spirited traditional festivals of Bhutan. Festivals in Bhutan, known as Chechus, are a lively and captivating embodiment of the country's rich culture and fascinating history. Locals don elaborate traditional attire, go for men and kira for women, gathering to celebrate with music, dances, and sacred religious rites. Among the numerous Chechus, the Pero Chechu, held annually each spring, is considered to be one of the most spectacular. People converge at Paro Dzong, a fortress monastery dating back to the 15th century, to honor Padmasambhava, the founder of Buddhism in Bhutan. The highlight of the festival is the unfurling of a gigantic thangka, a sacred painting depicting Padmasambhava, which is displayed on the wall of the monastery as a symbol of prayer for peace and forgiveness. Another captivating festival is the Jambe Lakang Drup, held at the ancient Jambe Lakang temple next to the Bumthang River. Distinguished by its Muang fire dance and the Tercham naked dance, this festival symbolizes the exorcism of misfortune and the beckoning of good fortune. Just imagine 16 men dancing around a roaring bonfire in the dead of night, a truly magical spectacle unlike any other. Number 4. A pilgrimage to Thimphu, the capital city of Bhutan. More than just the political and cultural hub of the country, Thimphu is the living heart of Bhutan, pulsating with ancient traditions and deeply rooted spiritual values. Rising to an altitude of 2,334 meters above sea level, it proudly holds 5th place among the world's highest capitals, surpassing the elevation of many major cities in the United States and Europe. Now, despite its relatively modest size, Thimphu possesses a unique charm. You'll discover sacred monasteries, majestic fortresses such as Tashicho Dzong, and verdant forests. Spanning over 26 square kilometers and boasting a population of about 100,000, a stroll through Thimphu feels like stepping into a fairy tale, with serene landscapes and historical wonders at every turn. Among the city's most notable landmarks is the Buddha Dordenma statue, an imposing 51.5-meter statue crafted from gilded bronze and facing south to bestow its blessings upon the city. Equally impressive is the National Library of Bhutan, which houses one of the largest books in the world, a 60-kilogram edition by Michael Hawley, which symbolizes the nation's deep respect for knowledge and cultural heritage. Thimphu is also a true haven for stray dogs, which are considered some of the happiest in the world. Thanks to Buddhist values, local residents lovingly care for these four-legged friends, adding another layer of kindness and compassion to the city's atmosphere. Number 3. A Himalayan paradise for intrepid travelers. Landlocked and secluded, Bhutan remains a coveted destination for nature and culture enthusiasts alike. Hidden within the majestic Himalayan mountain range, this enchanting kingdom captivates with its awe-inspiring scenery, ancient monasteries clinging to cliffsides, and rich cultural traditions. One of its greatest draws is the Taksang Lakong Monastery, commonly known as Tiger's Nest. Perched nearly 3,000 meters above sea level on a sheer rock face, this sacred site attracts pilgrims and intrepid travelers in equal measure. The hike to the monastery, involving climbing up over 850 steps, takes approximately 3 hours, but rewards you with stunning panoramic views of lush forests, cascading waterfalls, and ethereal clouds clinging to the mountain peaks. Bhutan also boasts the breathtaking Phobjikha Valley, where ancient forests, vibrant rhododendrons, and charming traditional homes await discovery. Here you can immerse yourself in the traditional lifestyle of local farmers and sample the famous Ara, a potent local rice wine. Another must-see is the Dokula Pass, the ideal vantage point for witnessing spectacular sunrises or sunsets painting the snow-capped peaks in vibrant hues. The pass is also home to a touching memorial dedicated to the Bhutanese soldiers who have perished in past conflicts, adding a profound depth and significance to this already stunning location. Bhutan is a compact yet extraordinarily diverse realm, replete with natural wonders, offering a tranquil escape for those seeking a deep connection with nature and a profound cultural experience. A journey to Bhutan not only gifts you unforgettable vistas, but also a profound sense of inner peace that lingers long after you depart. Number 2. The cost of living in Bhutan, a Himalayan bargain. Life in Bhutan offers a uniquely enriching experience, especially when you consider how affordable it can be. In the capital city of Thimphu, monthly expenses for a single individual average between 9,637 ngultrums, approximately $1,250 US. This is significantly lower than what one can expect to pay in the United States or much of Europe. The rent on a one-bedroom apartment in the heart of Thimphu averages around 9,691 ngultrums, which is approximately $130 per month, or 6,220 ngultrums, approximately $83 US, in the outskirts of the city. White utility bills for an 85 square meter apartment, covering electricity, heating, water, and waste disposal, typically amount to 3,500 ngultrums, or roughly $47 US each month. The costs for internet are also dependent on speeds with varying providers. Dining out is also quite affordable. A meal at an inexpensive local restaurant will cost you around 215 ngultrums, which amounts to about $3.25. However, those who prefer to cook at home can find fresh produce at local markets for reasonable prices. Public transport also comes at low prices, with tickets for a single journey for a bus or subway easily accessible, and passes for a full month running cheap. While taxi fares are significantly more affordable than many Western countries, a fitness club membership is only about 2,000 gultrams, about $26 per month. Medical services, including dental care, are significantly cheaper than what you would pay in the United States or Europe, and are incredibly easy to access, and are high in quality. All in all, monthly expenses for a single individual residing in Bhutan come to approximately 96,397 ngultrams, approximately $1,250, which is 66% cheaper than what an average citizen in the United States would pay. This low cost of living, coupled with Bhutan's rich culture and pristine natural beauty, makes it an appealing location for those seeking a unique and affordable life. Would you move to Bhutan? If yes, select 1. If no, select 0. Share your answer in the comments. Number 1. What is the cost of food in Bhutan? If you are inspired by spicy and rich flavors, Bhutan will be a true gastronomic paradise for you. Here, the chili is not just a seasoning, but the main ingredient in almost every dish. Unlike other countries, where chili plays a secondary role, in Bhutan it is used as a full-fledged vegetable. It is part of fried rice, soups, salads, and many other dishes. Almost every house has bright red peppers drying in the sun. They provide year-round spice. But it's not just about taste. The chili helps Bhutanese people warm up in the harsh Himalayan climate and is considered the most popular product ahead of traditional vegetables in consumption. The country's signature dish, Ama Datse, combines fiery chili with tender local cheese. Imagine juicy red peppers that pleasantly tingle the tongue in combination with melted cream cheese. Such a dish is impossible to forget. And for those who don't like spicy food, Bhutan offers milder options. Try traditional flatbreads made from buckwheat, barley, or corn. They are served with butter or honey as a light and nutritious breakfast. Or choose jasha maru, a chicken stew with delicate herbs, or zashun go, fried rice with vegetables, rich in flavor but without sharpness. And of course, don't miss suja, the famous Bhutanese tea with butter, which has a warming, creamy taste. It is ideal for cold mountain days. All these dishes reveal the identity of Bhutanese cuisine and turn the meal into a real cultural adventure. Regardless of whether you prefer spices or mild flavors, the gastronomic world of Bhutan is sure to give you vivid impressions. We have just together discovered 15 unique and exciting aspects of Bhutan, a country that can surprise and inspire every traveler. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If so, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to catch more exciting videos in the future. Your support helps us keep bringing you more exciting content. Be sure to check out the next video that's about to appear on the screen. I'm sure you'll enjoy it, and please don't hesitate to leave a comment about what country you would like us to explore in our next uploads. Big thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.